Hey everyone, it's Paige. We're back from the YouTube video. I'm filming this Thursday morning. I've been a bit busy with traveling and working, so we're gonna get this done. We're gonna do something a little bit different today. As you can tell, I'm not out on the golf course, and I am definitely not in golf clothes. And I get a lot of questions about what I eat, my fitness routine, and also kind of my body weight. So I want to talk about all that stuff. We're gonna go in the kitchen, and I'll give you some of my diet tips and kind of what I eat and what I've learned throughout the years when it comes to food. And let's all say hi to Nico for a second. This is my baby doggy. Yeah. So he'll be running around. But yeah, let's just get right into it. I have always been really into fitness and watching what I eat. When I was growing up, my mom was like super into nutrition, and she would give us like these protein shakes in the morning that had like protein powder, oats, and tofu and everything, and I didn't really have like processed sugars for the longest time. So I've just been accustomed to like eating healthy, but I've had definite like ups and downs. And when I went to college, when I had kind of like freedom for the first time, I ended up gaining like 35 pounds. And then I ended up losing a ton of weight. Senior year of college, I dropped down to my absolute lowest, and I kind of maintained that for, I would say, a year or two. And so if you look back at like my Instagram a couple of years ago, you can tell that I was definitely much smaller, and I get a lot of comments that like I've gained a lot of weight and that I look much bigger now. But when I was at that weight, I learned that it was really hard to maintain, and I was around like 116, 117, and I'm 5'7", so if you can kind of figure that all that out. I was definitely very aware of like what I was consuming, and it was unhealthy. I wasn't really eating throughout the day. I just was trying to eat as little as possible, and I was also running like, gosh, like trying to run like 5 to 10 miles every day. I was just going through a lot of stuff, and that was like keeping my mind off of it, and maybe I'll talk about it in another video, but it was just really unhealthy. And so then when I got mentally a lot better, like my mental health got a lot better, my physical shape changed, and so I wasn't really like obsessed with what I was eating as much, and I was just eating like what normal people should be eating. And I definitely, obviously, like I'm at the weight I am now, which is, last time I try not to weigh myself because I get really obsessive about it, but I'm about 135, I would say. I feel really healthy right now. I feel strong. I feel like I like have curves, and I really like that. I also get a lot of comments too about my chest and if it's real or not, because people have seen that it has gone from like smaller to bigger, and I mean that's what happens when you have natural boobs. Like that changes, it fluctuates when my weight goes up and down. So for like at SI, for example, when I shot the swimsuit edition, I lost a ton of weight for that because I was really nervous to be in front of the camera. And so I lost a lot of weight. So then obviously my chest decreased, and then now it is increased again. So it's always changing. My body's always changing, but I think that's really normal. For me, it's fun to see my body change. I like that. So if I feel like I want to gain more muscle, I'll have to change what I'm eating, so my body will change. If I want to lean up, right now I'm trying to, I would say, build more muscle. I'm trying to get a booty. And so obviously I have to consume more calories to build muscle. Building muscle is very difficult for me, so I have to eat more to build more muscle. So I'm definitely at a higher weight now than I would even probably like to be, but rambling on about that, let's talk a little bit more about food and diet, and I'll show you what's in my fridge and what I eat pretty much on the daily. So let's go. Okay, so we are now in my kitchen. Something that I'm doing now is intermittent fasting. So I start eating at 11 and then I end eating at 7. I've been doing this for about 3.5 weeks now, and I've seen really good changes. I feel like I sleep better at night, my body feels better, digestion is a lot better. It's just something fun to kind of mix it up, and I really enjoy it, so I can talk more about that if that's something that interests you. But usually in the morning, I will have liquids, so either like a protein shake, a glass of water, or tea. And so I have these shakes here. We pretty much buy everything in bulk at Costco. I travel a lot, but when I am home, that's usually where we go, just to get as much stuff as possible. So I'll use these organic, clean protein, grass-fed protein shakes. These are really great. I love these. And oh, and nothing's an ad too. This is literally just what's in my closet, my pantry. And here we have like vitamins, the coffee, nothing really too exciting in there. Here it's like our peanut butter. We try to do like the healthy peanut butters, so we have so many peanut butters. So we have like the Earth Balance, which is definitely more on the healthy side, and then we have the not so healthy, like the Skippy peanut butter. That's when it's like you're craving more sugar, and so like that's something that's really good. Like a peanut butter and honey sandwich is something that like really works for me when I'm like craving something. Our wheat thins, all of our little powder stuff that you can put in your yogurts or oatmeals or your acai bowls, if that's something that's interests you. I am secretly a 70-year-old man and I love my cream of wheat, so you can have your cream of wheat in the morning. My parents have always like, this was like a go-to thing for us in the morning, so like I love cream of wheat, so I'm not a huge oatmeal person, so cream of wheat is like my go-to. So that's that one. Oh, like almonds, just kind of more snacky stuff in here. And on this side, we have just like little add-on things that we cook with. And then our tea, we made the mistake and we went to a tea place and we bought like pounds of tea. We're trying to get into tea. Yeah, just like little things here that we can add on to food. Put that away. And then here's just kind of like our canned food. So I have like canned green beans. Something I like to do is I'll put canned green beans in like a bowl, and then I'll add, where is our olive oil, so like the balsamic and the olive oil, and we put it on this, and it's absolutely delicious and super healthy. That's like a really good snack, and it's so easy. Costco, we have lentils, which I like live and die by these. These are so delicious. You can put them on your brown rice bowl, and it takes like 2 minutes to just heat up. I like things that are very like easy. I think people are intimidated by healthy food because one, it's expensive, and I understand that it's expensive, which is frustrating that food that's good for you is expensive, but also it's just time consuming to have fresh produce all the time and to make these like very elaborate healthy meals. And so I like to find kind of like hacks that I can make something that's healthy, but it also doesn't take like a couple of hours to do, because I don't have either like a lot of time to do it. So like, for example, like these brown rice little bowls, they're good for you and they're so easy to just make. You just heat it up. Then we have our tuna. Tuna is always really great. More wheat thins. We have quinoa. Chia seeds, more green beans, some soup. So just all that stuff. On top we have our little snackies. I need a good snack. Like sometimes like if I'm craving throughout the day and I don't want to like have like a huge meal that I'm gonna regret, I'll just have like a handful of like chocolate covered almonds. Not the best thing to have, but it's better than going and getting like a full pizza or whatever. And or like if I'm craving salty, I'll get some of the peanut butter pretzels. These are really great too, like post-workout or before workout when you don't want to get too full. They kind of just have everything you need to give you a little burst of energy. You can put these in little baggies and take them to the golf course too, which is cool. And then in the fridge we have these like little burritos that are like not super healthy, but like they're not bad either. Like, as you can tell, I'm not the cleanest eater, but I do try to make sure I'm like nourishing my body, and I'll show you more on this side. But I do think you need to have things in your house that like aren't super bad, but like will kind of kill that craving really fast, and so you don't end up going and binging and having like this huge massive like Mexican meal when you can just have like just a little burrito and be done with it. Also, I'm not a nutritionist, so this is just what I do. We have our frozen chicken, grilled chicken. I have a massive sweet tooth, and so for me, like, again, as you can see with like the almonds, I just need something that will just cut the craving and I'm good to go. So like I have these frozen lemon squares that I got from Costco that I'm obsessed with, and I only try, they're like really tiny, but I try to like have like one every day, but it ends up being more like 5, but we won't talk about that. These grilled chicken teriyaki bowls are really great, really simple to make. Nothing else like too exciting, and there's some frozen fruit for smoothies in the morning. I always see like these videos and they're like, oh, I only have like my green smoothie with fruit and that's all I have in the morning. I'm like, what are you eating? Like, do you seriously just like not eat food throughout the day? I just try to feed my body. So this is my fridge. So we have really great yogurt. This is like my all-time favorite yogurt. It tastes really good, but it's not like overly sweet. You always have to check your yogurt because it's packed with sugar. Some eggs here, and then also more eggs, so if I just want something quick that I can take to the golf course, I'll have my hard-boiled eggs. Some random stuff like seaweed salad, more like pre-made salads, little like chicken salad cups. So these are all really great things that you can take to the golf course. It's a better alternative than going and getting like a hot dog, unless that's what you want to do with your life. But just really small, quick, easy things that you can take to snack on. Little baby hummuses, which I think are absolutely adorable. In here we have like our chicken, our lunch meat, turkey sausages. Here's our fruit. So we have apples, lettuce is in here for salads, mango, pears. Here, sugar snap peas, which are a really great snack and they're delicious. Random things that we couldn't find a spot for. Chicken meatballs, tikka masala, and then these little, I just found these at Costco the other day. And they're little little salad dressings that you can take everywhere. It's just olive oil and lemon. They're really delicious, and you can always, it's hard going to the grocery store because you see all these options and like there's obviously stuff that you're craving more, and but there's healthy options anywhere you go. So as you can see, you can find stuff. Our little immunity shots, egg whites. That's pretty much it. Fireball. So fun fact, I don't think people really know this about me, but I don't drink alcohol pretty much at all. I used to drink in college, and then it was about senior year that I stopped drinking completely. So we have like things here for guests that if they ever come over to the house, so it's like some tequila, vodka, and then wines that we never drink or even open. We've had them for forever. I hated being hungover. I just didn't like the feeling of it, and it just like didn't make me feel good, so I just cut it out completely. But that bottle of Fireball and all the alcohol, we just have it around, but like I've never really been interested in drinking anymore. It just isn't something that like I'll have like a social beer or whatever, but I just have pretty much stopped drinking completely, and I think it's really bettered like my life. So if you're ever struggling with like your weight or mental health, just try cutting some alcohol out, and I feel like that'll make such a big difference for you, because that really helped me. So that was pretty much the food tour of everything in my fridge. Daily meals that I have really vary, so I don't I used to meal prep, but I don't meal prep anymore. I think tip number one is find things that are easy for you to maintain over a long period of time. For me, meal prepping it's easy throughout the week, but it's hard to stick to that like all the time, especially when you're traveling. Tip number two, don't try to do crash diets or crazy diets that you know you're not going to maintain. If you are depriving yourself, and yeah, it might be good for the couple months that you do it, but as soon as you stop that diet, you're gonna gain the weight back all the time. Tip number three, know what your healthy weight is. Sometimes being really lean is just not obtainable. You can maybe get there for a little bit, but that's not something that you can keep for a long period of time, and it ends up being actually detrimental to your body. So for me, being really lean, I like the way I look, but I couldn't maintain it. Tip four, listen to your body. If you are craving something, like go get it. Try to eat as healthy as possible, but just like do everything in moderation. That's been key for me. I want to stress that I'm not a nutritionalist and I don't really know what I'm talking about. I don't claim to know what I'm talking about, but these are things that have worked for me. And when I say treat yourself, like if I have a sweet tooth, I'll have a little lemon square and that does it for me. I'm not saying go out and consume over like a 5,000 calorie meal. Like you can kind of feed your sweet tooth, or if you like salty things, have something there. So just like have stuff in your house that if you are having that craving, you can just like kill it right away. 5, drink a lot of waters, a lot of liquids. If you're really struggling, cut out all really sugary drinks. That's a huge one. So don't consume your calories through liquid, like alcohol. Cut alcohol out, cut sodas out, juices, like sugary juices, like all of that stuff. You don't even, it's like empty calories. You don't even think about it when you're consuming it, but it really adds up. So if you're really struggling with your weight, cut that out completely, and I think you'll really see a difference. So I hope you like this kind of style of video. It's a little bit different, but comment down below if you like it, if you want to see more of this. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be back to the golf videos next week. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next Thursday.